And away they go. And Million Dollar Girl fly jumped and looked to have stumbled at the start, has dropped right off to the back end. Arabian Red is one of the first to respond, goes a length clear. Such a Life second, one off the fence. Then came behind that one, Can't Say No, along the fence in the purple colours. Turn the Beat Around is beyond that in fourth. Lady Tiptree, yellow sleeves and cap in fifth along the fence, racing 5 lengths off the leader, then Hugs and High Fives. Followed a length behind that by Million Dollar Girl, and racing towards the back end of the field is Sky Velocity. And out at the back end is Monero, racing around 10-11 lengths off the leader. Continuing along on their journey past the 800-metre marker, and out in front is Arabian Red, got it a length. Such a Life is second, Can't Say No third at the fence. Turn the Beat Around, one off the fence on the outside in fourth. Then came Lady Tiptree racing beyond that one, Hugs and High Fives in the yellow races beyond that, about 7 lengths off the leader. Then Million Dollar Girl, Sky Velocity and Moneros racing scrubbed along at the back end of the field. Homeward bound, coming towards the final 400 metres, Arabian Red's in front. Can't Say No's up along the inside. Such a Life on the outsides running on. Then came Lady Tiptree, and further back in the field is Turn the Beat Around. Such a Life and Arabian Red join issue. Can't Say No on the inside, and Lady Tiptree's banging the race as well. Out in front, Such a Life on the outside. Can't Say No, and Arabian Red's fighting right back at the line. They go to it, it's close. Very close, Arabian Red and Such a Life, and then came behind that one. Here's your head on replay. Such a Life is in the orange colours, racing up with it on its just on its left-hand side in the middle of your picture. Arabian Red under Richard Fourie, and Such a Life under Louis Cotois for Sharon Cotson. Come through to join issue in the closing stages, and as they go down to the line, it's close. So stand by for the results. 7 and 4 in a photo, followed by 2 and 1.
Welcome back. An Arabian Red bred out at our local stud farm, Ascot Stud. This is progeny of Heavenly Blue. Yes, daughter of Heavenly Blue. So well done to the breeders as well. Trained by Alan Greef, ridden by Richard Fourie. Top ride, Ding Dong Tussle comes home to win this afternoon. With me is Cuba. He's collecting for AJ, as far as I know. Yep, AJ is the groom of the winner this afternoon. He gets 1,500 Rand. Cuba, tell him very well done. World Sports Betting, the sponsors of the 1,500 Rand. Here's the man in a ding-dong tussle. He's ridden many, many winners. He's a champion rider. He set records left, right, and centre. He walked upstairs and he says, I didn't think I won that. Am I right, Richard? It's very seldom that the horse on the outside actually doesn't get the verdict in a short head.
No, very true. Obviously, the angle favours the outside. Looks like they're flying, or in that matter. But I had the measure of him going through the 200 and felt like my filly was starting to lay down a bit. And we hit the line. I looked across to Lou. I said, so which way you think it went? Because we were both trying really hard to finish, as hard as we can to the line. And I just think my filly's head got down because she's really small compared to Louis' filly. She's nice and big. And I don't know if you've ever noticed the cannons on Louis himself. He's got big arms.
He's big arms.
And just managed to, by luck, get there. They say racing sometimes you need a bit of luck. I think that was the luck there. Great one from the filly. I didn't expect it after her last run.
Tell us about her last run.
I think through the 250 she hit a patch on the grass and she stumbled and she really lost herself, and her momentum, everything went, and I grabbed onto her, and she didn't pull up the nicest, but we managed to bounce her back. Lovely draw on the poly mile. She jumped quick and I just allowed her to roll, and before the 700 I started picking up. She's that type of filly. And when the dangers came, she showed a lot of heart and she really put it in. So well done to Mr. Chada. Thank you very much to him and his family. To Mr. Greef and his team, thank you. To the guys back at home doing all the hard work, thank you guys. And to my sponsors at Winning Form.
Richard, top class again.
Thank you very much.
There we go. That's Richard Fourie, Louis Makotwa. You don't get better than that. Fourie Makotwa. It happens week in and week out. These boys can ride, and we really love seeing that as well. Alan, nerve wrecking, shall I say. We watched you walk down the side here as well. You were shouting to Nadine, who got it. None of us knew who got it. It was so close. But, yep, numbers up in the frame. Well done.
Numbers up in the frame. You know, normally I'm usually pretty good at from where I stand. And my gut said we got up, but on Tuesday when we raced, I called 2 wrong ones, so I was doubting myself.
Confidence was gone.
But very well done to ASSM Racing, Ascot Stud and Heavenly Blue, you know, for the limited opportunities that Heavenly Blue's had. He's producing winners, and you know, he can only go forward from there. He's a beautiful son of Snitzel, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so don't forget about him come the breeding season to, like I said, ASSM Racing. Well done. And to Richard, you know, well done. The last time this filly ran, she literally, when you say travelling, and then fell in a hole.
but we're glad that they didn't sort of, you know, sometimes psychologically it becomes a bit of an issue.
Yeah, well, you know, Richard managed to collect her and just eased her out the race that day. And I thought she had a chance that day, so it's proved us 100% right. So very well done to everybody.
Yeah, well done, Alan. There we go. That's Team Grief Racing back in the winner's box this afternoon with number 4, Arabian Red. Well done to all those connections.